10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hey, and welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you guys are well. Yes, it is the weekend. We had plenty of football action yesterday night. Arsenal winning that match. And then, of course, we had who was this other team that we had yesterday playing? We had a few teams playing well last night. I mean, apart from United, who still concede ridiculous goals from corners and set pieces. They could have done a lot better, but you know, it's a strange thing, football. Liverpool are fantastic against Spurs, but nobody would be surprised that there were going to be goals in it, right? I certainly wasn't. I think the prediction somebody made on the stream yesterday was 5-2. That was close. 6-3, the final score. Just add one to either tally, and it would have been fantastic. So welcome to the stream, guys. Today we're going to be doing, we continue with the Destiny series. And there's a new series that's going to be coming up on YouTube very soon. It's going to be, but we don't know which direction that save is going to take, though. Yeah. Sorry. Wrong. Wrong. I pressed the wrong button. Terrible me. Anyway, we will be going to a new, we're doing a new series on Club. It's a slightly different take, but there's going to be involvement from both parties as far as the direction that save is going to take. So yeah, right. I'm excited because I'm editing that video. Actually, I wanted to edit it right now. Let you guys see the editing process of a video, man. Yeah, that could have been quite easy to do. Yeah, guys, I'm editing the video. This is the video that's coming out. You can see the preliminary work that I put into the video. And then after that, hey, who knows, right? You might like it. Yes. Okay, so meanwhile, this is where we're at, right? With the save. I've got like... We've got, this is where we are at the moment. We're top of the Bundesliga. And one of the issues we had last season, right? Let's talk about this game. We were playing in the Champions League final against PSG. This is a match we actually dominated. We created a lot of chances, and a lot of them fell to Tonorio. But he couldn't find the back of the net because our top striker was injured. So we played brilliantly, but we created the chances. But had he scored from all those chances, we would have done well. And then that's also Pipenbrock sometimes fades away in Champions League finals. So we had to go out and we had to do a data-driven search. And we use data. So what specifically did we look at? So I think one thing I'm going to share with you guys right now is what we used. So we were looking for strikers last season, right? So we had this, we used this tool of mine, okay? And essentially we looked at all the numbers, and then we discovered that there was one player that stood out from the rest. This is a big list now, okay? But we filtered this to select minutes. We selected anybody that's greater than, say, I think I had something like 700, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and then we also added the wanted to make sure that this person could score goals now. So we added a efficiency of at least 1.1. Okay, and that left us with a bit quite a few players. And then we looked here for chance creation score. And then we looked at chance creation score, and we only wanted players that were like at least 0.4. Okay, so now we have whittled down that list, and still quite a number of players here. So in terms of chance creation, we had a couple of players that stood out, right? Gomez, Milan, Carrasco, Prosper. And then we also looked for players that could finish. Now, if I were to look at players that had very good finishing, scoring efficiency, So scoring in terms of scoring efficiency, we have if I ordered it like that, then these are the guys that were the best at finding the back of the net. Now, one of the names that stood out in this list was a player that we went on to sign. This is our top striker, Mauricio Pito. Hey, Grimini, thanks for the follow, man. He's I will explain all this very soon to you guys, right? 1.16, which is not bad. And then we went and found this is Tenorio. Tenorio, according to this list, wasn't doing too badly, 1.175. Okay, I will explain what the number that we want is gonna be. Where is he? We actually had him in this list. I remember we had a few lists that we used on that day. Upload. I can't remember which one we used at the end of the day. We had a few, but I think it's this one. But I can't remember now. A few days ago, then what we did was we found one player who stood out, right? John Jacobs. He was in that list. I think he's here somewhere. I just don't see him very. That John Jacobs. So we wanted to. So we sent Scout his wages only 3.5 compared to our play was like 14 million. And then in terms of where he finished, now his name is at the top of the list. His scoring efficiency is 1.329. Okay, now let's get into some numbers here. Okay, so we're doing a data-driven scouting search. Lots of information. But what if you went into the game of Football Manager and you told yourself, man, I got no time for these tools. I want to make it easy for myself. This is what you do. Okay, so let's say you go into scouting right now. You go to player search, players in range. Done. So let's create a very simple view, okay, that we can use, right? Okay, Moneyball scouting. And then we'll come in here. I'm going to clear this view very quickly, right? Very good. Remember we were doing the search. We were creating all the players for we had a show, right? A couple of days ago where we wanted to see how the world's new gens develop. And we used this save, we call it research. I just popped this save up. Okay, so we're gonna just look at all this, and we just want to look for the key requirements for, let's say, a striker. First, let's understand finishing. Okay, when you scout for a striker, you want to find a striker who is good at putting away his shots. Now, does that mean I'm looking for a guy who scored a lot of goals, or do I look for a guy who is very good at converting good chances? So it's really important to distinguish between the two, because sometimes a guy can be scoring a lot of goals. It could come from corners, free kicks, set pieces, which is the reason why we want open play goals. Two, we also want to nail this down further by looking at a ratio. This ratio would be XG, right? Goals over XG. So you want to divide them, because XG is like 0.3, right? But goals is a 1. So what you want to do is you want to have a ratio of at least 1.3 and higher, which would mean that for an XG of 10, he scored 13 goals. Now that is supposed to be a decent number, because a good chance for a player would be somewhere around 0.2 to 0.5. Now that's a lot of numbers I'm throwing at you, so you guys might be getting, oh my god, what is all this? What is all this stuff here? Let's go to the data up first. Now, if you were to go to any game and look at, we need to see an XG match story. Okay, there we go. So now we go to a game, right? We want to know if your tactic is any good. First, you need to find out if your tactic is any good. What's the point of looking for a striker if your tactic is just bad, right? So you want to know if your tactic is good at creating chances. Looking at this, our average chance is very high. Like here, this is the clearest clear-cut chance you'll find anywhere, right? So you're looking at all these to be clear-cut chances. So you want to have like a shot with the feet, okay? Then the second thing you want to look at is these matches. How do those goals happen? Now, I know Lloyd Horn, I know Mauricio Pito, they rarely score with their heads. It's always with their feet. So this is their XG, 0.76, 0.81. What does this tell me? This tells me that my tactic is potentially good enough for players to arrive in great goal-scoring positions. Look at Liverpool last night when they were playing Spurs. Their XG was close to 4.2. They were getting it in. They were scoring goals from phenomenal positions last night because they were arriving in good goal-scoring positions. That will tell you that your tactic is good. So before you go and search for a striker, first things first, analyze your tactic. if your tactic is crap, no great striker is going to fix it. Okay? That's not going to work. So what you need to do is you need to analyze your system first before you jump into any kind of a data-driven search. So we know that our tactic is good. Players are getting into good goal-scoring positions, which explains why Pito last season was the league's top goal scorer. Next, you want to also look at the XG table. How good is your team at creating goal-scoring opportunities? Now look at us. At the start of the season, we were close to this number 2, right? Now we are pulling away. But look at this number here, -4. This means that our strikers aren't that good at finding the back of the map. Net. Okay. So this tells me that our strikers can do better, which makes a lot of sense because Pito hasn't been playing, right? So we look at this. Okay, so I went out. Okay, fine. I know my tactic is creating great goal scoring chances, but now I need to find a striker. So what is the first thing you look at? So let's make the view, okay? So let's dump this view. I want to make it very simple for you guys, okay? So, and if you find it very helpful, please let me know. Like and subscribe to this Twitch channel. I'm a bit high. No, I'm just trying to, I don't know. I'm in a very strange mood. Okay. So let's go at average rate. Let's put some numbers here. First things first, we need to put appearances in this because we kind of want to know that this player has been playing games. Okay, that's the first thing we put in. The second thing, no. Let's clear all this first. Okay. We have average rating. Pass completion, is he good at, passing the ball to his friends? Yeah, you generally don't want a player who's got pass completion of 50 as a striker, right? That was the point. That would look like Xerxes last night. Okay. Okay, there were some players that were not passing the ball very well. Key passes per 90. This is not important. Why? These are just shots at goal. Yeah, that's it. How many passes did he create that led to a shot on goal? Hey, we're not interested. Too much information. Let's drop this away. We're looking for a striker. Progressive passes, we don't need for strikers. Open play key passes. Now, this is interesting. Now, if I wanted to find a Mo Salah and a striker rolled into one, this would be very helpful. Why? In open play, he made a pass that led to a shot at goal. Maybe? Okay. Assists per 90, let's leave it in. Chances created, also leave it in. Cross completion rate, we don't care. He's a striker. Shots on target, do we need this? Yeah, maybe it can be helpful. If we can filter, based on this. Now we come to the 3 important ones. Shots, goals, XG. Okay, these are the 3 that we need. Aerial challenges, no. Headers 1 ratio, yes. Is he good in the air? Key tackles, we don't need. Tackle completion rate, we don't need. Interceptions per 90. Now, why is this important? Sometimes when we're looking at strikers, right? We want to know whether they're going to hustle back or read the game or intercept the ball. A pass that's being played out by the defender. He had enough concentration to intercept that. Okay, fine. Pressures, we don't need. Okay? Too much information. We don't need. This is a very big one because I use it for the big search for players. Okay, so then we have the leagues. Now this is where it's up to you, right? Now what leagues you're gonna put them in. Then we'll leave this in. Okay, then we got divisions, we got transfer market, minimum fee, work permit. Yeah, this is great when you want to filter your players, right? So we got all this now. So if I wanted to look for a striker, I'll just start with this: shots, goals, and XG. Okay, so let's assume I want a player who's has had at least 4 appearances. Okay, has taken at least 20 shots and has scored more goals than his XG. That will give us a player whose ratio is generally quite good, because then we won't find the really poor players, the ones who are not so good. Okay, so we got most of the stuff here. Okay, then we can look at average rating. Average rating 6.5 is considered pass in football manager. So we need to know what the passing rate is. Okay, there we go. We got a view for our strikers. Okay, so now let's customize this. Now that was a filter, right? That was just a filter, sorry. So we remove this column. Okay, average rating, appearances, minutes. I should have come here, customize this view, idiot. Okay, never mind. I'm definitely tired. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Headers 1 ratio, we leave it. Headers 1 per 90, we leave it. Pressures, we remove. Interceptions, leave. Distance covered, we remove this, not important. Clear cut chances created, not important. Expected assists per 90, too much information. Chances created per 90, could be helpful for people who want more information. Open play key passes per 90 for a striker who's a Mo Salah, yes, important. Key passes, not important. Passes completed per 90, not important. Pass completion ratio is all we need. Okay, we just need to know whether he can finish his pass. Now, fouls against for a striker, quite handy. You know why? If he's really pacey, they take him down. So this is good. Dribbles made per 90, not so important. Now, how often do you see a striker dribbling? Not very often. No. Shots on target ratio, that's all we need. Shots on target per 90 can be helpful. Penalty score, penalties, non-penalty. Now we've got the list. This is all we need for a striker. Okay. So if I were to look for a striker, right, and I didn't want to use a tool out there, right, this is how I begin. Then I will come inside here, set up the filter, right? Shots, goals, XG. Now what have I got? Look at your non-penalty XG. And then look at, so you can actually put this beside this. Now you see what I have got. So all you do is do this, right? Goals. You will find that all the players here have scored more goals than the XG. That's a long list right now of players, right? So now there's a lot of players, right? So what we want to do is we want to whittle this down, right? So what we can do is you can actually go to minutes split. You can actually do minutes, add condition. Let's say appearances, made at least about 10 appearances. Okay. All right, now we've got 1,659 players who scored goals. Again, now we want to whittle this down to about at least 6 and 6. Shots. Oh, let's remove the shots. Okay. They scored at least 8 goals, 6. Okay. Appearances, 90. We have a match rating of about 7. Okay, we now have a lot of players here. These are all the leagues. Now we go into the leagues. We only want Serie A, Premier League, Bundesliga. Then you filter based on your needs. Okay. Now looking at how many players have you got. Hey, hello MKP, how are you, man? Okay, Gave29 just subscribed for 5 months in a row. Thank you very much for the subscription. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Please, you're very, very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What have we got now? Okay, we've done this, right? So notice now, earlier we had a lot of players, right? Why? Because I didn't set up the leagues. I want a tall player. Now notice what's happened. Are my requirements very, very high? Drop this to 6.5. Appearances, we only just started the season. 8 goals, drop it down. 4 goals, because we only just started the season. Now let's be realistic. Okay, so this could be the players I'm just looking at. If I wanted to scout, now this is only 10 games in, so we can't be expecting everybody to be scoring like 10 goals, right? So this will give us a good beginning point, a good starting point for us to go out and analyze players. And guess what? Remember I told you last season, we had to go out there and find a player to solve our goal scoring problems. Guess who is at the top of this list? 7 goals, non-penalty XG 5.69. We did good. We went out there to sign John Jacobs because Alex Tenorio wasn't capable of finding the back of the net regularly. So now I take this list and I bring it up to 15 to 28, right? John Jacobs may not be the top at the list, but you can actually go then and sort out, do a ratio. Now, how would I know which of these strikers is really good? Okay, I mean, there's only one way of finding out. Okay, you take the 9 and you take the 9 and divide it by 4. Problem is, there's a lot of players here. Okay, a lot. So you probably go like, oh no, how do I find really quickly? Then look at the biggest gap. So here 9/4. This is not bad. I mean, this is great. No, only 1 penalty here. 7/3 is not too bad, but 9/4 stands as 5. This is a 4. This is a 2, not interested. 3, 5. So this striker is good. This striker is good. Then we go down the list further. This striker is decent, so we might want to track him. Hiro Katana, no wonder he's a super player. Then we go down the list. I wouldn't waste my time with this player. 54.35. Why? The ratio is too close. It means that, look, because a decent chance is 0.2, no, 0.3. Now, that means that a one in that, if he had 4 decent chances, he should have scored 1 goal, right? Okay. Look at his shot on target percentage. It's 43%. That's okay. That's so. Now let's look at John Jacobs, the one that we signed, right? Okay, Manuel Di Maio, this is one of our other players as well. Not too bad, 40%. We have to try and get him into goal scoring position. Mauricio Pito has not been playing very well. Okay, his non-penalty XG is 8.21. He scored 7 goals, right? Let's make sure that this is, you know, basically our goals, because I can't see it now. Ostracise this call goals. Okay. Bito is off form at the moment. This explains a lot about why we're not playing so well. Okay, I'm ready to poop. Season's greetings, man. So we're doing a little show on data-driven scouting, right? Very quickly, how do I find players in the game? So the goal was to go and find a striker, right? So if I wanted to go and find a striker, how do I start? Where do I begin? You just don't. First, you look at your tactic. I've covered that at the start. The show, those guys on YouTube, you can just rewind, go back to the start, and you just need 3 things. Let's just do it now. Okay, Data Hub. You only need 3 things. Okay, these 3. All the rest of the Data Hub is useless. Just feature this XG match story for the quality of your chances. Then short map to tell you whether or not most of your chances came with the head or the foot, and what's your rating for your chances. Like my average shot quality is 0.76. Don't play. This is damn good. That means I'm literally creating a penalty in open play every game. All right, because a penalty is like 0.73 if I'm not mistaken. We are creating chances better than penalties. All right, then after that, you want most of them with the feet. And finally, look at the XG table to see whether your strikers are performing or underperforming. On this table, my strikers are underperforming. So we went out to go and look for strikers. So we use this tool, you know. Is in the Dropbox link, you've got the view and the filters. I'll put some more links inside there, but we'll use this view. So this is going to be a very basic view. Okay, and I'll put it into the Dropbox folder for you, right? Okay, so I'm gonna save this. Wait, what do I call this now? Create copy. Oh man, I should have just hang on. Is it gone? It went away, right? No, this is the striker's view. Create copy of current view. FM24 striker evaluation. Okay, so this is the striker evaluation. I'll export this current view into the Dropbox folder. Okay, so striker evaluation is here. Okay, so if I wanted to evaluate a striker, this is all I would need. Headers 1, is he good in the air? Interceptions, why? Why interceptions per 90? It's really cool, no? You know those players who can break up a play? They will have a nice number here. Then furthermore, we've got fouls against. Somewhere inside here, we got fouls against. This one. Pacey players, pacey strikers normally tend to attract a lot of fouls. Manuel Di Maio has, like, right now, Manuel Di Maio, a lot of fouls, 39. Here's another one, hit 34 fouls. So it's not doing too badly. Now, where's John Jacobs? John Jacobs is here, okay? So looking at his numbers, they're really good. I mean, I'm very happy. His shots on target ratio is 46%, which is quite decent, okay? He's had 5 assists so far. Wow. Our boy he leads, no? He's on my Mo Salah, maybe? We got a Mo Salah. We got a Mo Salah. We signed a Mo Salah, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? He scored 7 goals and he's had 5 assists as well. He's only a kid, man. So we wanted a striker. Okay, because our strikers are 13, they're getting 13 million per annum. No, so I need to get somebody really cheap. So we got him in. It's 46%. Shot on target ratio is pretty good. And he's doing quite well. Looking at his numbers this season. Okay, and he's training really well. He's already worth 117 million. So I paid 40 million. Or is it 70 million, I think? We paid 80 million for him. I knew it was going to be a gamble. But the numbers indicated that he has a lot of potential. He's only 20 years old. He's playing at his peak. Now, looking at this, right, he's not going to grow anymore. Grow. Okay. He's reached his peak already. So this is the final product. There'll be a bit more of a small little adjustment in his PA or CA. They'll move it around once in a while. Yeah, and it'll be fine. I know you once started this save in 23 with 28 leagues from 26 nations at around 105,000. I wonder how your pool has grown. Your 30 years seems speed is still fine. Speed is fine. My 140,000 players now. Yeah. The pool has grown. That's the thing about having playable leagues, right? Your numbers actually increase. When you play view-only leagues, it's retire, replace, retire, replace. Bloody static population. Who wants to be? That's one of the reasons why I never play view-only leagues. There's no benefit to having a view-only league, any view-only league in your save. Because if there's a Nugent in that view-only league who's a 5-star player, and the game says this country can only have one 5-star, one Messi every 10 years, you're gonna have to wait for him to retire before you get another one, and that could be a while longer. So why even have view-only leagues, man, guys? Seriously, I've been telling you guys for years not to play view-only leagues, but I know we all have toasters, but this is a simulation. Anybody who pretends to ignore that and expects this game to be performing like mine, I don't know, man. Yeah. So he's done quite well. I'm very happy with John Jacobs. I would say that our data-driven search to look for a player that can stand in front, can play in these two positions, has been. I'm happy. I'm really happy, man. I am sensationally happy. Okay, so oh yeah, you want to know what leagues that I have? Okay, so add or remove leagues. These are the leagues that we have: Argentina, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada. Okay, breathe in: Chile, China, Colombia, Croatia, Denmark, England, Germany, Hungary, Italy, Japan, Portugal, Peru, Norway, the Netherlands, Mexico. Breathe in: Scotland, Serbia, Slovakia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey, the United States, Uruguay. Every league is playable. Then you cannot do it that way. You got to go detail level, and you got to go through all these leagues and decide which ones are going to be playing competitive matches. This is important because behind the scenes will be processing all those matches. That match processing is important because you know why your players are going there for loan spells. Okay. You need that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem, like Kevin. You're right. Yeah, I would be. I understand. I know. Don't be jealous. Yeah. But I'm showing you what is the potential. That's a huge setup. Correct. That's a huge setup. But I would recommend that. Okay, even on a laptop, you can play a really good save. But the thing about laptops is, again, if I was on a laptop, right, this is what I would do. Okay, I would go into my leagues. I would go into add and remove leagues, right? I would have no more than 7 nations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. 6 nations or 7, maximum 7 nations, okay? All right. Then I'll pick the 7 nations. You cannot have everybody else as view only. I mean, you could okay, you can have the rest as view only, but you have to accept the likelihood that you're not going to have an explosion coming out from those players. Where the transfer markets will be more active will be in your playable nations. Then finally go to a detail level. Now, if you decided that these 7 nations, right, I want youth development to occur in these 7 nations, so I can send my players there for loans. Then you have to include the lower tiers in the simulation as well. So, like for example, here in Canada, we've got all competitive matches. I don't know why I have Canada like that. But seriously, I have no. Don't look at me, man. I don't know why Canada has got so many. Then I want Swedish players as well, right? I don't know why. What the hell happened here? What happened to Spain? This shit, man. All Scotland, this is fine. I don't know what happened, man. I must have been sleeping. This is wrong, man. England? What the heck? All. Now, okay. Now, for example, right, this is too many games, right? Way too many, right? So I don't want EFL Cup. Enough. None. Community Shield, I'm not interested. See, this is what you do, right? EFL Trophy, I'm not interested. Premier League Cup, what is the Premier League Cup? Premier League International Cup, not interested. Premier League Under 19 Cup, leave it. EFL Youth Alliance Club can leave it. So this is what we could do. You can customize this after that, right? Now looking at this, right, it's a half a star, but it doesn't matter. What you do is you go into your save, right? You go from week to week and you time it. You time it. That's what it's going to tell you. Yeah. So just need to scout to check things. Yeah, exactly. That's all you need to do, man. So what you send your scout out after that, right? After you find your Mo Salah, then send a scout out, which is what we did. We sent our scout out to scout John Jacobs to find out what kind of a player he is, what his personality was, find out whether he's injury prone, and find out whether he's got competitive streak in him, right? Yeah, because you know how I like competitive streak in my strikers. Hello, sir. And okay, I have to be back. Give me a while. I'll be right back, guys.
Turn on the mic, you're muted.
Yeah, thank you for telling me I was muted. Yeah, I mostly play Europe's top 10 nations down to tier 2. Yeah, that is a viable setup. That works, man. I've consumed FM content tips, but no one has ever showed this to me. Okay, Blue Power 8. That's it, man. Yeah. After this, when you start playing your saves, you'll notice one thing and one thing only, Lots of players. Okay. Lots of super players end up, because I never have problems with scouting. I've never had problems finding wonder kids. Yeah. And the players that show up, right? Like the player that we signed, John Jacobs, right, is a finished product from we didn't develop him. Arsenal did. Arsenal developed him. So he went on loan to Millwall for one season, 6.9. 10 goals in 37 appearances. We thought it was pretty solid. So, and then we just added into our squad. I thought it was great, man. Yeah. So it's like the notion that so we know that the AI will develop players if you give it a chance. Yeah, you create the environment. That's the thing. And I mean, to be very fair, right? To be completely honest, right? You think about it. SI should actually have done a better job of communicating this to people, but they didn't. And I don't know why. Because as I tell you things like, oh, this game can work on any machine, right? You can work on a machine that was made your grandfather bought, like, in the year 2005 kind of thing, and you can play Football Manager on that. But they don't go out there and explain to people that the CPU, the multi-core processor that you need is going to largely influence the number of leagues that you can have loaded. Oh, they didn't. So kind of sad, like, you know. Because I used to wonder as well. I used to, like, you know, many years ago, I used to wonder why is it that, you know, I don't get so many youth players. Yes, I had the same problem too, guys. I did wonder that too. And then suddenly I decided, okay, fine, maybe I'll have to fix it. I did, and then, we see the numbers now. Okay, John Jacobs, I think we've been overplaying him ever since he's came. Ever since he came in, right, he started banging the goals. Now the thing is, do we have an option to rest? Because we got a few players unavailable. Like Tenorio is injured. We got De Croix is injured. We gotta play Pito in front. Okay. Okay, I think that can work. We'll bring your boy in. DM? Who's gonna be playing the DM? Or Neves will play, yeah. Okay, he's the playmaker that we signed. Right? So, and for playmakers, what I do is something else, right? So for playmakers, I'm looking at open play, key passes, chances created, pass completion, progressive passes, right? Those are the metrics I'm looking at, the key metrics. And then, of course, interceptions for 90, which becomes quite important because, and tackles one ratio, because I need to know whether he wins the ball in midfield, right? So those are the numbers I look for in a playmaker. So for playmakers, right, I have this thing called the chance creation score. So if I were to translate that into the game, it would be those metrics I just mentioned. What stopped Liverpool from scoring more than 6? Kimpy. I think Liverpool were trying to score more than 6, but I'm glad they didn't. I think anyone comes up and says Ange Postecoglou should be fired or whatever they were unlucky because Liverpool are now playing. They're playing well, but I don't think they're going to win the title. It's still too early to talk about them winning the title. Plenty of teams have been at the top of the table on Christmas and have failed to win the title. So I'm using this tactic. I like this tactic because it just gives me that feeling of stress when I'm playing the game. Chris lots of goal scoring opportunities, but plenty of stress. I thought Tottenham could have, but this proves that Liverpool got that aura. Yeah, I agree. I think Liverpool have that touch because yesterday their headed passes were fantastic. They were like, and the thing is, right, whenever the defense cleared the ball, like if there's a headed ball, you will find that there's a Liverpool player not too far away from the second ball. So I was pretty impressed. Yeah. And I think that United have an issue. It's called set piece defending. And Kobe Mino, why can't he, play like a double pivot beside Ugarte? He's always running forward and leaving his midfield exposed. It's very hard to say Mino should be playing when Mino plays like that. We won't. It's too early. It's still too early for Liverpool. Wouldn't tackling numbers be dependent on this? Yes, exactly. It would definitely. This is one of the reasons why when you look at all these data-driven searches, right, like Diligent Ad, you make a very strong point. I totally agree. You need to actually go and watch these games. Like, for example, sometimes you'll find a striker who's got a fantastic conversion rate, right? Then you go like, oh my God, I have to get this striker because it's phenomenal. But then you find out that he's got no pace, right? For example, you might find out that he's playing in a system which parks the bus and he's just a target man in the area. They cross the ball to him all the time. You might be playing a counter-attacking game where you play the ball into space and you expect him to run into space to attack the ball. But he's never scored a goal like that. So you need to actually go and watch some of these games. And you need to find out what kind of a profile the striker has. All I can give you is the data. After that, you got to put the context to the data. That has to be ultimately the manager's job. Which is something I do all the time. Or I try to some of the time. Because these are pixels. It's like opening presents. You don't know what you're going to get. I don't mind. Pito has scored. I can see that he's under some pressure because John Jacobs' fantastic start to the season. So we've taken the lead against Freiburg. United need a mini bus to ship 80% of the players away from the club. Mini bus, that's all. You know how embarrassing it is for United? Okay, they are leaking they've got such a leaky defense right now that even when Ruben Amorim went to do his press conference, he got interrupted by a leaky roof at Old Trafford. How ironic is that, man? There he is in the press conference, and the press conference had to be halted because the roof was leaking on him. That was funny, you know. Yeah, and they increased the ticket prices. Yes, they increased the ticket prices, but the facilities are still shoddy. Oh, nicely done, Matson. This is why interceptions per 90 are important. Okay? Because if you want to see things like this, watch what Matson does. Again, Matson used the data-driven search to look for him. Okay, again, for wingers, I have the same metric, but I also have interceptions from a 90, tackles won ratio. Sometimes I look at that as well. Plus, their chance creation score, meaning how many open play key passes did they do per 90 and whether they're progressive passes. Watch what he does. Intercepts. That gets recorded. You want those numbers. You want that kind of information. Exactly. The attributes need to make as much sense as their match stats. And everything has a context. There has to be a story there. You have to go and find out what the story is by viewing some of their matches, especially for goalkeepers. If you're going to scout for goalkeepers, which is the reverse of XG over goals, right? So it's just, the expected goals conceded and goals. You need to watch their games because you could find that this goalkeeper has got a phenomenal save ratio, but he's Alisson, doesn't have to defend much. Or it could be a goalkeeper playing for a relegation threatened squad, but he is actually saved. He is playing so well. It's unfortunate for him that his team are on the losing end, like Jordan Pickford, for example, right? He's playing for Everton, but his numbers indicate that if he was playing at a better club, he'll do much. He'll do much better stuff like that. You got to go and do the numbers check to find out with the team. Pipenbrock injured. Okay, we got to take him off. I think we'll give this. Lloyd Kahn will come on for this position, and then John Jacobs will rest him. We won't bring him on. And then we got one more player to bring on, Himmelman. That's it. Okay, we should cruise. We're on cruise control from this point onwards. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing okay. What a sliding tackle from Chwaku. Oh, I love this. See, this is why aggression is so important. Okay, interceptions and aggressions. Look at this. Chwaku. Watch. Nachuku. Okay, we're gonna call him Nachuku. Okay, Nachuku. Look at that. Sliding tackle to intercept that. That's not really an interception. That's a loose pass, right? Costanzo now. Back to Nachuku. Johnny, the libero. Out to Bravo. Nice pass to Yeboah. What can he do? He sets up. Horn, we got plenty of players in support. Oh, too easy. We should have scored. What stats would you use for a ball winner and fullback? Important, right? Okay. Now, if I were to look for a stats for a ball winner, okay, I'll do the one for ball winners after this. I'll do one for ball winners. It's just interesting. We're looking for DMs, right? Okay. Very interesting then. Hey. Can we ask for any more from our team? Can we ask for anything more from our team, man? Look at this. Boom. Horn comes in. Turns a short corner routine. They pull the players apart. They just gave there's a parting of the Red Sea. That was a parting of the Freiburg Sea. Look at that. 2.76, 0.13. They have gone into a full defensive huddle. And that's just going to be more trouble for them now. Because we'll be all over this team. Himmelman. And another goal. Pito now. But I think he's offside this time. Yeah, I think he's offside. They went to a complete huddle now. Yep. Okay. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. All right, so we done this. Done. Next, let me just set up the squad first before we look at the DMs. Give them a rest day. Okay, scouting. Let's look at DMs. Right now, let's do a view for mids. Okay, now we just get rid of this. All right, so we do a DM one, right? Okay, so same principle. Okay. All right, we're just gonna customize the view now. All right. Okay, so now we don't need DMs to score goals, right? This is something that we're not interested in. Okay, so penalty scored, we don't need shots on target, we don't need assists, we don't need fouls against. Maybe pass completion ratio we want, open play, key passes, chances created, assists, interceptions, hitters one ratio. Okay, done. Now we look at the chalkboard. Aerial challenges attempted per 90. We don't really need this, but it can be helpful. Headers 1 per 90 is also important, but aerial challenges attempted per 90. We're just going to put one here. Okay. Now, the next thing we need, because this is headers 1 per 90. This is just the challenges attempted per 90. This is how many times did they jump up and down in the game. Okay. All right. Now, next one we're going to do is, do we have interceptions per 90? Yes. We need to know. Key tackles is not important. This is a tackle. The last ditch tackle is more relevant for defenders. Key tackles, just a shot is going towards goal, right? Boom! Block. The tackle made that way. All right. So now we got open play, key passes. That's enough. Okay. Passes. Have I got pass completion? Passes. Pass completion ratio is here. Headers 1 ratio. Here's what we move this up. All the ratios to put them together. Here's 1 ratio. Chances created. No. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is the date and the rest of the tier. So passes, headers 1, and tackles 1 ratio is tackles. No tackles. Okay. Tackle completion ratio. Okay, we put a tackle completion ratio here. Okay, and then tackle completion and tackles per 90. We need a per 90 numbers because we need to know how often they did. If you wanted more numbers, you go and find out how many minutes. We got minutes split here. You don't want a player who's got like ridiculously low minutes. Like, substitute comes on 10 minutes and plays for like 5 minutes every game. We want to put minutes in there so you can actually tell if the player has played a reasonable number of games. That's it. That's all you need for the for our DMs. So first we got height, average rating, appearances, minutes, wages. Okay, if you're into Moneyballer. Okay, now fouls against, this will tell us if they're speedy. Get away from players, right? Okay, if they get away from players, you'll have a lot of fouls against. Now, pass completion ratio, we want this, but we also need progressive passes. Did I put progressive passes here? No, I didn't, right? Okay, soups. Customize current view. Progressive passes, chalkboard. Pass completion ratio is here. Headers, we will stick that in here. Okay, after this. So progressive passes per 90. Okay. I mean, you can have pressures completed per 90. This means how many times they press the player. Right? Okay. Done. Okay. This is all the information that we need. Okay. There's a lot of information, but you need to know things like, usually when you got height, you don't have to know anything else. Headers 1 ratio, that's it. See that? Look at the relationship between the two. 6.22, 1.91. 5.76, 1.84. Okay, 1.87. Sometimes a player in the game Football Manager, sometimes if they're very tall, right? The headers 1 ratio can be low, no? You know why? Because they don't have to jump beside a short player. Yeah, so be careful of this all the time. Okay, so sometimes the player doesn't need to jump. I confirmed that because I artificially adjusted some of my players once in a test, and I made them all like 8 foot, 8 foot tall. See whether they hit whether they made any jumps. I had to actually spend a lot of time watching the game. They never jumped. Okay, so kind of boring. So here we go. This is what we need. Passes completion ratio 91%. Quite good. Johnny, man, look at that. Our libero. Okay, headed 1% because you want to know whether you know why headers percentages are important, because DMs always go for the second ball. You need this to be decent, okay? If it's not a decent number, if it's like 40%, what's the point? You're putting Wataru Endo inside there and every midfielder around him is like 2 feet taller than him. Well, he's great at passing the ball, but every time there's a second ball, good luck to you. So whenever you press a team, because whenever you play that kind of a forward press, right, you have to have players who can win the ball in headers in midfield. So pressures completed per 90. This is quite decent for some of these players. Kevin Yakubo, this is not bad for a midfield winger. No, 3.24. That means he's a very aggressive winger. He might be coming back to defend. I knew it. 16. Aggression and pressures are very, very closely related. Right? So you don't need to know the attributes. No? That's one of the reasons why attributeless saves are kind of boring for me as well, because you can get a lot of information from here if you know how to read it now. Okay, progressive passes. Why is it important for DMs? Now, DMs, right? You want a DM to send the ball backwards or forwards. So you don't want him to. You want him to have a good pass completion ratio and good progressive passes. It means that this guy is also passing it forward and he finds his passes. Now, once again, you have to go to find out what kind of tactic he's playing in as well. Maybe he's playing with a 3-man midfield or a 4-diamond, and he's always got passing players, and he's always playing short passes. Ideally, you need to find out about their passing lengths, but the game doesn't give us that data. So you need to actually go into his games, and then, like, for example, we got like some player like Wollendam, right? This guy, he plays for Wollendam, go to the senior squad for the team, and then come inside here, and then this is one of the reasons why we have what do we have? We have all this information. Why do you think you need to have all the detail level in the game? Then you come inside here, you look at the teams, and then you look at the passes for that player. Then you look at the player, then you look for the player here. He plays for Wollendam. I can't even remember his name now. He's somewhere here. Let's just randomly pick one guy up. Okay. Look at passes and then look at his passes completion. Okay. What is the length of this guy's passing range is quite good. So he plays long passes, he plays short passes, but he can complete these kind of passes. Then you will know this in relation to like this data here. Pass completion. So it's a progressive score, pass completion, then go and check the data out. But if you want to play this kind of a game, right, you can't do it if A, your detail level is set to none. Okay. B, your leagues are not playable. What the hell, man? You got nothing to scout. You got no data to drive. All this basic data in the game is just going to be it's all going to be useless. So if you want to play this kind of a save where you're using data to drive your decision making, right, you got to have the leagues playable, and you have to set the detail level right. If you can't, then you can still play the game, But the problem is when the detail level is not set, sometimes the data can be inaccurate. We had a year, if I'm not mistaken, Football Manager about, was it last year or the year before? The data was inaccurate. I look at the data, then we look at every source, right? I had 2 sources and they didn't match. The data didn't match. So I complained to it. There are a few people noticed it and we complained to SI. So this is one of the reasons why I don't do a pure data-driven search. Because sometimes the numbers may not be correct. So here we go, progressive passes, open play key passes. What does this mean? So now we know a ball winner, right? Here ball winner, here ball winner, here ball winner. Okay, these 4 things will tell us if he's a ball winner. All right, all 3. Now, what if I wanted my ball winner to be decent at creating chances too? Maybe I want my cake and I want to eat it too. Okay, progressive passes. I want my ball winner to play like Kevin De Bruyne. and Trent Alexander-Arnold combined. Okay, good. Now look at these numbers then. Chances created per number, 90 open play. So then you try and understand these numbers. Open play key pass. That means in a game, right? Okay, does this mean it's like per 90, right? In at least there's at least one chance he creates a game. That's not too bad, right? Okay. One chance a game, right? Open play key pass is less than one pass. But you see this guy, at least one of his passes leads to a shot a goal. This guy, at least two of his passes lead to a shot a goal. This guy, bloody hell, Walter, what a name. Four of his passes lead to a shot a goal. Chance he creates every game per 90 is 1.38. If I were to look for a winger tomorrow, I go like Walter. Let's go and send somebody to a Walter and find out more about this Walter, man. He's creating chances for his teammates, but they're not bearing them. Because why? Look at that. 4.13, 1.38, and not bearing them. So this is how you can use data. And if you have the time, right? If you have the time to play this game, this is what you could do. But I tell you something, right? FM25 may not have a chalkboard anymore. Meaning, I don't know what SI mean when they say that this may not be available next year. I got a shock when they said this. I was like sitting around there going, say what? You're taking away my favorite toy in the whole damn game? Because you know why? Because SI want me to use this? I'm like, dude, seriously? This isn't even the information that I want. He's got some of the information, but what about information that I use for my decision making? Because I go to the scouting page to extract information that I can use. Okay, because some of this information is great, from their perspective. I'd rather have raw information that I can, customize into a view that I can use for myself, which is how this came about. Yeah, but this is a beginning, man. This is a beginning. So you can go like this and then you can make your view. So does that answer your question? Okay, you want this view? I'll export it for you. Okay, so export the current view. DM evaluation. Okie dokie. Here we go. DM evaluation done. This how without using my tool. If you want to play a game where you are making your decision, because you have to remember my tool here has got my unique weights inside them. No. Meaning, right, I have a style of player that I'm always looking for. Okay. You see, here, this view is already embedded my personal preferences inside here. Meaning, I'm always looking for certain players with, I want players, like for example, when it looks at chance creation score, right? I favor players with interception for the chance creation score. And then when I'm looking for the defensive action score, right? Sorry, for the defensive action score, I favor players with interceptions. I want proactive players, not reactive players. So I downgrade tackles and headers won ratio, tackles won and key tackles. I upgrade. I got a more weight towards interceptions. So when I look for players, I'm favoring interceptions per 90 more than I am tackles won ratio. Because if I have to depend on a player who wins hard tackles, right, I could be in a lot of trouble. It means something is wrong with my tactics. So I want players who can read the game. So that's basically it, man. So essentially, that's it, man. That's for your scouting. I think for the rest, you guys can more or less come up with your own, right? Like fullbacks, cross completion ratio, progressive passes, pass completion ratio, open play key pass per 90. That's it. Assist, chance created. That's it. You got yourself your fullback who's creating chances for his players. Then defenders, what do you need? Interceptions per 90, headers won ratio, pass completion ratio, passes, progressive passes, and that's all. And height. Height. We need height. Hey, height is a value that we want in this game. Because I tell you something, when I go looking for players, the first thing I put there is height. All players below the height of 1.8, I shall not look at you. Boom, out of the room. They all have to. Because if you see, my door to my club, right, the interview room, right, is set a certain height. Now, if you can walk through the door without bending your head, you're kicked out of the club. You come to the door, then we send you out the other way. You know, you go home. But all those guys going to bow and cut under the door. Come in. We bring coffee and tea, you know, for you on the other side. You got a masseuse waiting for you. We're really looking forward to see whether you can join our club. That's me. All right, so that's my take on data-driven searches, guys. So now, Destiny, we begin. We already won one game. Notebook, we've got some news for use. Wait, hold on, this is a new one. Oh, this one, that's the thing, right? I just started a new save, no? Right, it took the views from the other save and put it here. Whiplash, your latest player, brother. Konstantinos Mulazimis is paid for Leipzig. We moved him to Leipzig. Here's your player. He's got 160, 200 attributes. Your super player. And then the other is Chico's Michael Schumacher. Yeah, I know what to do. You have to, because I have to spin the wheel. Tree, you're not here. So we spun the wheel like 4 times. And then after that, I said, okay, that's it. We stop. After this, you can decide what you want to do with him. Of course, you know, you guys can move players around, right? Retrain them and everything else. And the thing about him is he already started he's already started for the senior team. He's playing in a back three system. They must not need him to do a lot of jumping. He's like Lisandro Martinez. Can make the pass kind of player. FM Craziness, how are you, man? I'm doing well. Hope you're well too. Hey, Kimpy. You know, I've been training my scene through. Have you heard lately? I like, no, okay, whatever. Okay, where players complain, I just, yeah, okay. I got a new save coming up, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna be, hopefully I cut the video later tonight or tomorrow morning, and then it's out. I've done most of the video, I've done the legwork. Either it comes out tomorrow or it comes out Christmas Day. And then there'll be the worst views ever. Because Christmas Day's videos get the worst views. Absolutely get the worst views. Red tank, man. Whiplash, 1,500 bits. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the bits, sir. We all know what that means. 3 spins of the wheel for Mr. Whiplash. Coming up. Let me sort out the wheel. Oh man, okay. Let's see, we haven't done this in a while. Where's the wheel? The wheel doesn't want to show up. Okay, all right, there we go. Bam, the wheel is here. First I gotta find the scene. Hold on, I gotta pull this out. This is what I call a pro gamer. Okay, there we go. Okay, you got yourself 3 spins of the wheel, Mr. Whiplash. Here we go. We got your player. I'll hide the wheel first. We get your player first, okay? All right. I move the wheel. I'll put it here. All right. And we're spinning. I can't see. What is the first thing you got? It's too small for me, you know. Plus 3 of physical. Not bad at all. Okay. Next one. You got lucky, eh? Plus 3 of physical. Plus 1 mental. Plus 2 mental. Okay, so plus 3 physical. We add his physical as. So plus 3. Hey, no. I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. We accept this. Okay, stop editing. I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, okay, I take the plus 3 physical. You still want the plus 3 physical? Accidentally, it became better. It became better. It became a lot better though. So like accidentally. Okay. Start editing. It looks even better now, man. Plus 3 physical. Player data was supposed to come here. Okay, plus 3 physical. So you got this 3, 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 this 3. Okay, done. Plus 2 mental. Which mentals do you want? Classic mistake. I'm plus 2 mental. Where do you want it to? Plus 2 composure. Okay, all right. Player data, mental, plus 2 composure. Composure, now he gets 10. There you go. He's a you see, I'm ready to poop. I have to play against these players. Okay, they all belong to you guys, and I'm not allowed to sign them or use them. I just have to, they just put clubs against to play, prevent me from winning the title. Yeah. Hey, look at how I suffered for the first couple of seasons. I tell you how I suffered. Okay? I really suffered at the start, boy. I suffered for a while. We don't go to every league. We just look at the profile. Look at this. I took away 23, right? 24, 25. That's how long. You see, all the way. I only won the title in 28, 29. And then only in the last couple of seasons have I dominated. 3 spins, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Unless I forgot the rules. Okay, let's just come out here. Even I forgot though, my own rules. Because we haven't been spinning the wheel for a while, right? Here we go. So, what was it? For 500 bits, you can spin the wheel. Yeah, one wheel is 500 bits. So he had 1,500, so he got 3 spins. And then for 5,000 bits, you immediately unlock the freeze attribute option. Redeem the Nugent Fabio Cannavaro. Okay. Okay, so his name is Fabio Cannavaro. Nationality change. Which nation? Italian. Okay. All right. So he's got 3 spins already. What? 1, 2, 3. He had one. The first one is plus 3 of physical. The second one was mental, and then mental. Transfer the binary. Hey, no, you can't. Don't do it now. I give you back your channel points. You want me to do it in January? Okay, I can do the transfer now. Delay the transfer, okay? All right. So he transferred to Bayern Munich. Loan or transfer? Transfer, okay. All right. So January he transfers to Bayern Munich for 72 million. So January. You will be going for 72 million. All right, so January is moving. Jungza, how are you, man? Hope you're well. Do I need more spins? No, you got 3 Oh no, you guys are going crazy with spins. I think you have enough spins, brother. I'm trying to discourage them from spinning too much. Play becomes too strong. All right, here we go. Campaign signs that will look cheap to win FA player. Okay, look at the best 50 players. I have some chair points and we need more spins. Okay, the world's best player. Ome Kuku Oluki short corner. Kimpi, the best player in the world. Okay, Jungza. Anyway, guys, Merry Christmas to all of you. Not even 20 dribble trash. You are Kimpi just stirring the pot. Okay, so the best player in the world, Ome Kuku, Luki, Rankati, Fanadu, these are all your players. Costel is not. He is one of your players. Shucks. Bunch out, no, all these are Nugents. Fabry is not, 100% is not. Yeah. He's also another Nugent. Sheesh, all of them are super players. Ingvarsson, Bayern, another super player. Ibrahimi, also a super player. See, every time you see keep history for players, right? All super players. Bruno Luis, Zamora, Rashidi, Shafik, Ome Kuku, Oluki, Shasha, Vinicius, Jacobo, Seferovic. These are all super players. Hey, Correa, my former defender. No? Sam Correa. Isn't he my former player? No, yeah, keep history after retirement, correct. My former player. Omar Rivas, one of the top 50 players. Zia Khan, all my former players. Look at them. Correa, Rivas, Zia Khan, Tades, that's Domenico Salvati. Domenico Salvati now play for... He is now playing the eccentric goalkeeper, man. Joe Biko, Merry Christmas. How are you, man? Look at him. He's now playing the block. Garcia, Alexander, Johnny. Why now my current defender is rated one of the best. Pito rated one of the best in the world. Deep Papenbrock rated some of the best. Ballerini, knuckle breaker stamp. He's gonna retire soon. 38 years old, now playing for Al Nassr. Look at how his career has gone. Look at that. Knuckle breaker stamp. One of the great all-time Nugents. You guys got Harrison, Gokam, Kosek. Because of my former player. Bayer Leverkusen, we got Zia Khan, Johnny, Pito, and Pipenbrock. 4 of the world's best players. They're in the top 50. Not doing too badly, not doing too badly. Zunza, thanks for the 18 months. Thank you, sir, for the 18 months. Yeah, this is what happens when you got 140, 40,000 players and a lot of leagues. So it takes a while to spin. Then we can have a little chat. So what is everybody's plans for the Christmas, man? So what do you think is going to win the Premier League? What do you think? All you're going to count at Liverpool, right? I bet. Getting fished. Arsenal, yeah, Arsenal still have a chance, huh? Yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be tough, lah. You know, yeah. Because just because you're top of the table doesn't mean that you're gonna win the league title. Eat good food and be with my family. Sleep, play FM, eat more good food. Yeah, I had a very interesting dinner just now. Yeah. I might, after this stream, we're done with this stream, I might take a short break and then come back and then go do Black Myth Wukong. Do my see-throughs. Then sleep early, wake up tomorrow, and then edit the video that I'm planning to do. Yeah. I just done the video. Wait, see what I can show you guys the video, okay? I'll show you a preview of I see what I can load it up. Quite ambitious. I'm being very ambitious right now. Yeah, I'm being very, very ambitious. I've never ever launched my my video editor while I'm doing a stream because it's such a heavy resource. Let's see, because it'll take a miracle for me to show this. Okay. All right, there we go. So this is my video that I'm working on. So this is my editor, you know. There's more than one screen. So that's my post. I just started doing it. Haven't done any of the edits yet. Just laid down the beginnings of the video. So emphatic fashion, left without a shot on target, or even a shot for that matter for 85 minutes. Our goals displayed how we plan to use our fullbacks cutting inside to overwhelm any midfield, creating fantastic movement like this. So how did I do this? Well, yep. I will definitely have to make sure that I can't see OBS when I'm doing this. Yeah. My OBS. Hey, football man, I'm doing okay, man. Yeah, there's a Malaysian team. It's a Malaysian team. Basically, the new series is going to be based on Selangor. Oh. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing about Johor Darul Takzim all the time. You know? So I decided, hey, why don't I come up with a series called the Phoenix Rising? So what I'll do is I'll pick a club from different leagues, fallen giants, right? And I have like 5 seasons to do something with them. So in the case of, so that was a Selangor preview. Yeah. The funny thing is, right, if you look at Johor Darul Takzim, they actually have a player that used to play for Singapore in then, Alistair Edwards, as their CEO. He belongs to the era of players like Abbasad and company that left a lot to be desired. Yeah. So like, so I was actually at the stadium when we lost. I think this is the one, 1990. Long time ago, you know. (1978) was on the one. This is the one. Singapore won the Malaysia Cup. Was there for this. And then I was there also when we lost the Malaysia Cup. Yeah. Went to the stadiums all the time. Yeah, but this one of the reasons why I wanted to put up this first video is very short. First video is very Singapore in the quarters of the Asian Cup, ASEAN Cup, right? They're gonna be whacked by Vietnam. You're right, no. The moment they show up, Vietnam is gonna go. Thank you for coming. Yeah, because the Malaysian team, half the Malaysian team, the clubs didn't let the Malaysian players join the national team. The Malaysian team actually have a player called Sergio Aguero. No? There's a Sergio Aguero playing for the Malaysian team. Okay. So I swear to God, when I saw the press conference, right, this guy called Sergio Aguero was talking. Right? I was like, shit, I gotta take a closer look. All right, this ain't Sergio Aguero that we know. Nugent. So I was like quite impressed, you know. But the thing is that if Singapore play, Singapore a lot of work to do. That's all I can say. Okay, Jacobs will play here. Zia. Singapore, Vietnam is gonna make mincemeat out of Singapore. Yeah, but the thing is, Vietnam, not it's quite common. No? If you look across, they all have foreign imports. No? Yeah. You see one African playing for one Singaporean, or one Swedish player playing all suddenly all like either Malaysian, Singaporean, Thai. Like, okay. Modern world that we live in now. No, I don't think so. I think the Cambodian keeper was too kind. Hey, Cannavaro is playing here. Hey, Fiplash, your player. Cannavaro. Oh no, I just realized we're playing against a super team again. Okay, we're gonna drop the mentality down, man. Shucks, cautious. Okay, that's good. The moment they have a Cannavaro, the whole team wakes up. The whole team wakes up. They got Cannavaro there. Okay, we're gonna go up to positive. Play a bit higher because it's a defensive formation. But you know, I'm taking a risk because Johnny isn't playing. Worms is a youngster, and all we're doing is defending. Your Cannavaro in defense, what to do? I think possibly, but Philippines have had their good years and their bad years. There was a time when the Philippines also was quite strong. Very rare. Doesn't always happen. But suddenly one year I was like, because I think in the 70s and the 80s, right, even up to the 90s, the Philippines were the whipping boys. Then something changed in between 2004 to about 2010. That point in time, Philippines were quite decent. Even Cambodia, right? Cambodia used to be a whipping boy. The whipping boy of everybody. If your qualifiers included Cambodia, you're guaranteed 3 points in those days. All right, we got Madsen. Costanzo on a yellow card. I'll leave him there. Now, Cambodia not easy meat anymore. Vietnam is superb. They're very strong. They've always been strong. And since they became, you notice one thing about Vietnam, right? Okay. As the Vietnamese economy improved, became more of a, they're becoming more of a developed economy. In fact, one could argue they are now developed. They are very close to being a developed nation. Their football club also improved. Their standard of football also improved. Cannavaro passed the ball to our goalkeeper. Oh, so nice of him. Friend. The mayor was injured. Friend, Cannavaro. Laos team also improved a lot. Hey, Whiplash, you talked to Cannavaro to pass the ball to me, is it? Daljit, I have a problem understanding and setting up a defensive line to win the second ball. What do you mean? What you do is this, right? Boys, the ball is in the air, right? The goalkeeper, the opposition team clear the ball, right? Ball goes in the air, right? Do you see your players running towards goal, your goal, like turning around too quickly? Like they're chasing after the ball, right? Then you drop your defensive line slightly. Drop your mentality first. It could be a slight change that you need to make only. If not, then you just otherwise, yeah, you have to shift the mentality itself. Your defensive line itself. Let me shift it down. Vietnam has done a nation building save, yeah, but you notice how long Vietnam took to get back, no? They took about since World War II. They have been nothing. They've been building up ever since they
they opened up, right? Ever since they opened up in about, was it 90s? They opened up in the 90s, right? So if you look at it, right, it took them well over 20 years for them to go from whipping boys. They were also whipping boys at one point. Yeah, Vietnam were whipping boys at one point. Now nobody's laughing at Vietnam anymore, man. Exactly, Kimpi is a bit faster than Football Manager. Yeah. What's one of the reasons why sometimes the but the thing is this, people won't see it that way because nobody plays. How many people out there actually play Football Manager for 20 years? How many? No, not a lot of people play Football Manager for 20 years. I'm like one of the very few that actually do it. I look at all the other content creators, right? I'm not just talking about content creators. How many content creators out there play a 30 season save with one club? Because I can tell you one thing, right? Yes, it gets boring. Definitely gets boring. I confirm it'll get boring after a while, yeah. Oh no, come on. Leipzig forcing me to do some tactical changes, man. These guys are yellow, no, that's bad for me. Okay, we're gonna bring Madsen on. I have to. Davis on a yellow. I cannot take him off. It could be a problem for us. You play balanced mentality and high defensive line. You can drop your defensive line, but I don't know without looking at your tactic, because sometimes it could be your tactic. You might have like all attacking duty somewhere. Nobody is helping you defend, that kind of thing. It's a lot of things, man. Yeah. So it's just not just. I mean, if you're already playing balanced mentality, I don't see why your players can't read the play. Could be a simple matter of, oi, woodwork. I would just try and I definitely have to see your tactic. I want to play the pass ball back like Jose, and what should I do? They keep pass ball to space. I don't even take the option. I want to play, but change. Do you have an advanced forward in your tactic? If you're using an advanced forward, then change the role. Pressing for a defense, then what the hell are they doing that? What's your mentality? The passing the ball back to your goalkeeper isn't something you can control. Yeah, isn't something you can control. It happens in the game. Yeah, you can't go, okay, play the ball, pass back. You're already playing on a lower mentality, right? Yeah. Do you have a lot of players on attack duties? I notice you tend to have a lot of attack duties in your tactics. So if you have a lot of attack duties, have some support duties. Indonesia is a shock of the tournament to not qualify when they did so well in the Asia Cup. Yeah, that's a funny thing about Indonesia. But to be honest with you, right, this competition used to be it's not it wasn't too competitive, let's basically put it this way. They almost had problems hosting the tournament. What? Yeah. There was talk about this tournament dying off as well. Which is one of the reasons why some clubs didn't send their players to it. But some Malaysian clubs refused to send. Because Malaysian clubs now running, because a lot of the Malaysian clubs now are having issues financially, right? So they need their players around to play the games. Low tempo, lower your tempo. Yeah, Whiplash suggested something. Yeah, lower your tempo and see what happens. I usually always play fullbacks on attack and volante on support. Yeah, that's a good setup. Yeah. Play fullbacks on attack and volante on support with DM on support. Yeah, sounds like okay. Fullbacks on attack. Yeah. It sounds to me like you need to put your DM on support, volante on support, fullbacks on attack. Doesn't sound like you have a problem, man. I mean, like, it's really be, why aren't you doing a better job keeping the ball in the final third? It's something you want to address. Because I can tell you one thing, when you play a high tactical system, sometimes you go camping, you're going to leave space. Yeah, so it's a question of whether or not your players are good at winning the second ball. Yeah, I will focus on that. Try and see whether you can improve that side of the game. Because honestly, right, I need to see the tactic at play. Yeah. I can offer suggestions, but then you need to see the tactic. Thank you very much. I'm ready to poop. Entertaining and knowledgeable. Oh, I didn't know it was entertaining. Knowledgeable, I don't know. I know. I tried share some. Share some. But the Selangor one, I'm looking forward to it. But I have to play the safe very fast. But I'm putting the first video out tomorrow because I need feedback from you guys. It's only that tomorrow's video is quite short. Quite short. More like a appetizer before we start dinner kind of thing. Just appetizer before I start dinner. Because I was about to kick it off, right? And I was going to go barrel roll right through it. Then I was thinking, hey, stop. What if this is not what you want? Then I realized, I say, wow, correct, huh? Better stop here. At least I can say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in a video to those who don't come to the stream. You mentioned the attacking width is actually where the pass usually goes. Yep. If it's wide, then the players are, yes, correct. With influences with the direction of the passes as well. Influences the direction of the passes plus the positioning of your players. Yeah. The Mayo, come on. Remember, you can't be playing every game, son. Okay. Pito, come here. Pito, come here. Okay. The Croy, come here. Okay. All play new positions, don't worry. John Jacobs, come here. Okay, hold hands. Loic Horn injured. Oh no, don't. Play one game, injured next. Useless bum. Patson injured, useless bum. Tonoro injured, useless bum. All looking for excuses not to play football. Oh, boy. What am I supposed to do with you guys? Under 19s, come, make up. Okay, why? Okay, good. 1, 2, sorry. I don't know why I unchecked you. Suddenly I realized you're supposed. Hey, okay, come. Haini, Stopper, come. Mukoko, come. All of you come. I don't have enough players. I know. I just randomly picked. Oh, Champions League some more. Oh God, we're gonna lose this one. Did you get any new saves for your diagnosis channel? Normally Discord. Yeah, I'll come off Discord. It'll be supposed to be a Wednesday show. So hopefully the guys on Discord get me some shows. Will there be a Christmas stream? Probably not. I doubt there'll be a Christmas stream. Come on, you guys got better things to do than watch me on Christmas Day, right? Can you imagine me doing Christmas streams? What I'm gonna do? Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero Año Felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. That's the best thing about Christmas. Singing, caroling. That's what I love to do. I used to go caroling all the time. Unfortunately, the people around me don't seem to be too into that. Yeah, but as the kids, you know how to be there for the children. Christmas, enjoy the tree and all that. And probably along the way, by the way, I got to go and visit some friends, right? Imagine that. Hey, Daljit, what is he doing? Oh, he's on the stream again. Yeah, I thought you call him. I thought he's my friend. Didn't even bother coming to my house for Christmas. You see what my friends will do to me after that. After that, the next time I call them out, hey, you know, how about a pint? You didn't even come to my house for Christmas, you loser. Shut up. They put down the phone on me. Okay, excuse me. Hey, Diego Pacasio, I'm having a chat for Burger Goes and Scores. Wait, I'm gonna miss this. Be right. Oi, cautious. Why so cautious? Why so cautious? Let's attack them. Enjoy the sip. Yeah, tonight we're gonna have a Supreme God. Gotta go and see Monkey God. Hey, my obsession. Now official. It's obsession. Okay, it's an obsession. Black Myth Wukong. I want to put my head where angels fear to tread. Okay, right in front of a guy who wants to kill me. So I'm using my head to stop him from smashing him with a sword. So every time he comes down with this huge ass sword, I'm putting my head on the line all the time. Yep, I'm doing it, man. I plan to do it again and again. So I'm training. I've never done it before, so I've got this thing about playing this kind of games, right? Any game, Football Manager, any game, you name it, I'll do it. Play football. I create a tactic where there's only one defender in transition. Yes, nobody wants to do it, but I will do it. Okay, that's me. Yeah. I hate it when somebody says it can't be done. Or, I'll play a game, I'll try something that I've never done before. That's me. Yeah. How long have I got to live, man? A stream on Christmas would be hell of a nice. Maybe the kids, if the kids are asleep, you think I'll be sober or drunk? Okay, no, I don't know. We'll see. When the kids are asleep, maybe. Daljit, will Manchester United be in a red? I don't think so. I don't think the club is that bad. Okay, seriously. I don't think so. I don't think it'll happen. I don't think they'll be in a relegation scrap. They will do well. I think they'll be fine. They'll be fine. It's just a matter of them, essentially, what's the word for it? They gotta get used to the new system of play. And players like Kobe, Mainu, they got to learn how to be a bit more disciplined. Mainu's got no discipline going forward. He just only wants to go forward. So I think that once he gets Mainu to start showing some defensive awareness, as in being a proper partner for Ugarte, they'll be fine. I was looking at the game. I was like, what is Mainu doing trying to do scoring? I mean, come on, man. Ugarte is left exposed. Yeah. He's making so many mistakes. They need to be patient in Manchester United. Bound to be issues. Yeah. They won't be. You can't solve them overnight. Yeah. Wish I can play Baldur's Gate. You can do so many things. Yeah, Baldur's Gate, I wish I could play too. No? When the bloody developers tell me things like, oh yeah, you can't play the game. It's okay. It's all right. Why didn't you try one of our other games? I'm like, first time I heard that from anyone. You'd love to see a drunk Daljit playing Football Manager. That would be a good time. Yeah, right. You know what? I did stream once when I was a bit high. Yeah, I had a few drinks, one too many drinks, and that night became a crazy night of tactics. It was a few years ago. I was just playing with crazy tactics. Let's see how sober I am. Can I see the transition? Half the time I couldn't. I was like, oh, okay. I just do whatever I want to do. Then, of course, I have to wake up the funeral. After, when the day, when it's all over and done for, Pito. He's done it again, man. Bayer Leverkusen who were playing so badly, and I actually went with half of this. The bench is from my under 18s team. Half of them were under 18s. They were got a cautious now. I won't be surprised. Oh, Johnny read that brilliantly. Okay. Oh, they got the equalizer. They got the equalizer. They got the equalizer. We're not playing. Well, yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, it's a decent result. I thought we were gonna we could have snuck in, but I could not. Yeah, we got players who are tired because this season we didn't do much. Yeah. 27, 37, 31, that's fine. All competitions, Champions League, we're there, we don't have to be as long as we're not here, we're fine. Hey, look, we're doing better than Manchester City and Real Madrid in real life, huh? Okay, all right. Man City, Real Madrid are in this position. We are here, healthy. Yeah, so far so good, huh? Okay, looking at all competitions, that not just one competition. Wait, hold on. First, I had to find my way. Okay, there we go. Wow, it's been a while since I don't have a person at the top. Oh, this is sad. Normally we have a player at the top, no? Top goal scoring list. But now it seems our shadow striker is the top. 5 goals. Wow. We have to talk to our strikers very soon. Our strikers not finding the back of the net. That's all. Super player leading the line. Okay. All right. I'll have a word with them. Who is the Bayern manager? I don't know. There's no club called Bayern anymore. Told you. Yeah, we got Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney is being run. Wayne Rooney is the manager of Bayern Munich. Expires June of 48. Where is this? Games played? Oh, this is. Since he's been in charge of Bayern Munich, he's played 51 games, won 33, drawn 10, only lost 8. Not bad, right? No, we're not going to try and figure out what went wrong in our tactics. Look at all these players. No, we don't want to do recruitment focus. We just want to go medical center. Injury history, summary, okay lah, slightly higher. This season 9, last season 1. Last season, we didn't have many injuries at this time of the season. This season, we've had a lot. We've had a lot of injuries here. Normally, we don't. Higher than normal. I probably down to the fact that my players are older. Yeah? A lot of my players are much, much older. Okay, we've got a few more games. Then I have to decide whether I go to bed or I go and play Wukong. I'm so I had dinner just now. I checked that the kids are sleeping okay because they came back late. I wonder what how Christmas is like. I miss being a kid during Christmas. Huh? Christmas trees under presents under the tree. I mean, kind of like things are different for me nowadays. Well, we got a few injuries. Johnny has to play. Sorry, Johnny, you cannot have a break. You have to play every game. Okay, Piper, De Mayo, Lukau. Okay, Madsen is leading the line. Pito, wow, we really have run out of stride. John Jacobs will start. Here we go. Looks like the stars are aligned for Liverpool to win. Maybe. But it's still too early. There have been 2 occasions when Liverpool were top of the table at Christmas and they win. And also go talk to Arsenal. Arsenal are the kings of being top of the table in Christmas and not winning the title. Yeah. We're all quite good at it. But it had to be realistic. Those are some of those seasons we had a rampant Sir Alex Ferguson with Manchester United. Those days, right? United could claw back a 10-point deficit and still be thought that win the title. Yeah. And then those days also we had a Man City that was freakishly controlling the rest of the league, right? Now Man City are a different team altogether. Is it a penalty? Did Johnny say something to a player and the player got offended and he clashed out? I think so, man. Here comes Rocky, our goalkeeper. Yes, our goalkeeper steps up. I told you, right? We do this with our goalkeeper intentionally. Yep. You're a crazy manager. We believe in sending our goalkeeper up for free kicks and penalties. Mm-hmm. Why? I want to give the opposition a chance. Kimpy. When I make my save even harder. Handicaps. I got a lot of handicaps in this save. If I lose this game, I swear to God, I'm going to lose it, man. I'm going to lose it. I'm really going to lose it. I took a big risk. Crocky, Worms, come on. Youngster playing in the back. Finds Himmelman, another youngster. Two youngsters, both from academy. Piper Brock heading out of Luca, the Mayo. Who took a knock in the last game. Luca out of Piper. Piper shoots side netting. Looking at the numbers at the moment, Johnny looks very tired. He'll have to come off. I got no choice. I got to take him off. But we have a slight problem as well. I had to drop it down to cautious because my players are getting tired. Play Junior here. Ty Smith will come on here. Neves will come on second half. And then on the left line, you put Madsen on. Well, talk about making 4 changes at halftime. We made 4 changes at halftime. The current Premier League, yeah. I think the standard of the Premier League now is much better than the 90s. Yeah, much better. Now you look at the spread. Okay, for example, Bournemouth now. What now? It's 2 seasons in a row they beat Manchester United, not 1. And then look at the quality of some of the other sides. No, yeah, I think. In the past, right, there would only be 2 Premier League teams, no, that were title contenders, like Liverpool, Manchester United. That's about it, no, or Arsenal. That's it. Now, it's hard to say. Only in the last 3 seasons we can say it was Liverpool or City. But even then, City were like playing. City were looking like they didn't have to try too hard, and Liverpool had to play out their skins. Yeah. Let's go attacking. That's how I feel. Nottingham Forest are playing brilliantly, yeah. And the other thing is, surprise, Everton, Chelsea 0-0. Oh, who would have thought that? And look at Chelsea, right? Chelsea have got what? They're scoring goals for fun, and suddenly they meet Everton, they can't score. Because I think it's Chelsea and who was the other team? Everton? Chelsea, Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth, another team that's scoring a lot of goals. Or is it Brentford? Yeah. Oh, no. Berate the whole team. Maybe we can score a goal after berating them. Unbelievable, man. Lloyd Connor, come on. That's my last player. Oh, man. If we cannot salvage a point from this, so my second defeat of the season. Yep. Looks like it, man. Oh, goodness. Played really poorly this game. Played really poorly. Zia Khan injured again. Faces inquest after surprising. Yeah, surprising loss to Kaiserslautern. Kaiserslautern here. I mean, sometimes these kind of things happen, right? Yeah. Football managers like that, like, once in a while, you're faced as a team that's going to knock you. Maresca has a habit of bottling, almost lost the championship title with Leicester. Possible. But I think, if you look at it this way, right? Chelsea, Everton, right? They're in a fight for their lives, Yeah. And this is the time in the season, right, where things go south for a lot of clubs. The coming up matches are crazy, man. What, we got football on Christmas, Boxing Day, and after that, 2 days later, we got another match, right? City play Newcastle. Man City play Everton. Look here. I don't know. City got to play Everton, or Everton playing quite well, I don't know. Yeah. I think there's more to be said. Chelsea will do well. Chelsea are firing on a lot of cylinders, and Everton are fighting for survival. So yeah, they are not going to give up. And Everton will probably take the game to Man City. Newcastle to Villa. This is going to be a brilliant game. This is going to be the match of the freaking weekend. Boxing Day, I'm not even watching this game. This is going to be brilliant. Forest and Spurs, another brilliant game. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Fulham, London Derby. Southampton, West Ham, Liverpool play Leicester, Wolves play Manchester United. Wolves. Wow, Wolves and Man U. This will be a very dodgy game, huh? There's some game on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday we got two games. Brentford. Oh wow, this is going to be classic. Brighton and Brentford. Another good game. Arsenal is switched on. No, they done okay lah. They'll do okay. No, I think what's the problem of football, man? The problem for right now for Arsenal is actually Bukayo Saka. They are so reliant on Bukayo Saka, they don't rest the kid, man. If Bukayo Saka stays injured, they're going to have a lot of problems. Leicester City, Man City playing. Everton play Nottingham Forest on the 2 days later. West Ham play Liverpool, another doozy. This is the match that will test Liverpool. Brentford, Arsenal, oh my God, 2nd of January. What a game this is going to be. Manchester United, Newcastle, good luck to you, United. A lot of interesting matches coming up. Yeah, Wolves will have Wolves are bouncing with the new manager. Maybe that could happen. That could easily happen. That could be interesting. No, Wolves, if they bounce back, right? First up, I don't think Wolves deserve to be where they are. They just need somebody to get the act together. Yeah, they're heavy on this right. Bukayo Saka injured. If Bukayo Saka is out, because they don't rotate Bukayo Saka enough. They're so reliant on Bukayo Saka. Whereas, okay, these are differences, like Liverpool, right? When under Klopp, they were very reliant on Trent TAA to be the playmaker. Okay, so they used to you see the amount of there was like a pass distribution map, right? You see the passes that TA would make. He used to make a lot of the he would make diagonal passes, a lot of them under Klopp. But now what I see with Liverpool, there's big change for Liverpool is that he doesn't do that as much anymore. So it's a lot of forward passes, down the line passes. Most of the time he's passing into Gravenberch, which is actually I'm very happy that he's doing that because now we're using our central players to create more chances. And that's the problem now for Arsenal is that they are doing what Liverpool were doing last season. It's in like they're relying on one player to create those chances for them. They need someone to cover for Saka. Saka cannot be playing every single game. Because the moment Saka keeps playing all those matches, they're going to be in trouble. Yeah. It's like, even Arteta is admitted, I mean, kind of like slip that sometimes he's got no choice but to play Saka. Which sounds like a manager problem to me. Not a Saka problem. Hey, Gospels, how are you, man? Sorry about last night, huh? Yeah, my sincerest apologies for the rambunctious time that the Liverpool players had. Yeah. Sorry, Liverpool were just too good. Too good. John Jacobs, we've been pushing him so much, needs a rest. Yeah, I think what we'll do is medical center. I realized that we also have been pushing him too much. Okay. Yeah, they go. Yeah, Saka. Arsenal have issues. They have to solve the. We are so heavily reliant on Saka thing. Yeah, everywhere I got Spurs. Everywhere I go, you keep seeing the number 6. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's what Liverpool were doing. They try and they psychoed the Spurs team. So what happened was they made sure that buses with the number 6, a person would walk past a Spurs player with wearing a shirt that says 6-6. So everywhere they went, right, the Spurs players were given a 6. Even Fraser Foster needed 6 calls before he could get, so everything had the 6 there, man. It was a terrible game for them. I've been thinking about ways to utilize the trap outside team instruction. I'm wondering, should it become nope? Matty said, I'll just tell you, don't bother. Yeah. You can try as much as you like. The trap instructions, you can try it. I'm just going to say one thing. When you do a trap, when you place the trap, right, your role there, one of the roles cannot move. They have to defend. It doesn't work well. So I would tell you something. If you want to try and control matches a bit more, then use your voice. It's always been the case. I actually told SI this. When SI asked me 2 years ago when they did a trap, right? Say, okay, we want you guys to tell us what you think about the trap instructions. My response was, I don't use it because there's no point. Yeah, I said. And I had this two-way conversation with the developers, right? So it's not like I'm coming from nowhere, I asked the developer, you see, this is a situation with the trap instruction, and this is how I use OIs. I think OIs are a lot more effective than the trap. So I send them my videos. I send them all my matches and everything else to show them. Yeah. So I was hoping the SI would change something about the trap instructions, but I don't think they did because they left it the way it is. So I would say I wouldn't. The one instruction they give a football manager you don't need to use is a trap, because the moment you apply the trap, let's say you do trap outside, right? Okay, the more you do trap outside, you have to have a person waiting to win the ball. So because the wingers won't do anything but, hey, please go by. Then what happens to your fullback? You can't play attacking fullback already, because the attacking fullback he won't be in position, right? So it means that as they come down, your central defender will always get pulled out of position. So why bother playing with a trap? Your trap is not a trap. It's a gateway to hell. So wherever you place a trap is the gateway to hell. So don't do that. So don't ever play with traps. Traps are the worst implemented team instruction in the game of Football Manager. Yeah, I have never made a video about it. I don't want to say it. I don't like making so many bad videos. It's like, you see, the thing is, right, if I go out there and make a video like that, who does it serve? Me only, what? Because do I think SI is going to go there and fix it just because of me? Well, I said in a video, you think that's going to happen? Wow, good luck to you. You think you really have too much. You're giving my personality too much gravitas. I'm not that significant a person, no, because SI will not make those kind of changes. Yeah. That's how they work. Yeah, I did it for FM23, how it works, but I didn't do one for 24. The only way traps work, I did in that video I show you, right? In the trap, you trap, right? If you have to have players waiting there to win the ball. That's it. So essentially, how the traps work is they act as a conduit for you to allow play to be funneled in that direction. What does the stop cross invite crosses do? Basically, it just tells stop crosses means you're defending wide, and invite crosses means you're defending narrow. That's it. So in terms of positioning with players, that's what it affects. It affects their positioning relative to the opposition. So when you invite crosses, your boys stuck inside, your fullbacks don't overcommit. Your fullbacks don't come out early. So your wingers tend to come back. But when you stop crosses, what happens is your players are positioned a bit wider. Okay, so as they come down, your winger will try to engage the player first. Yeah, that's it. That's how they. So, Matty, I hope you understood how they work. I don't think you should. Too much headache. OIs are so much more better. OIs are so much better, man. Don't bother with traps. Traps are just like, it's the worst TI in the whole of Football Manager. The worst team instructions in Football Manager, the ones I rank, the worst ones, okay? The traps, they're the king of the worst. Right? They're up there as the worst instruction. Never ever use it. Okay? The most useless instruction is focus play to the middle. Ultimately, the most useless instruction is focus play to the middle. So I mean, like, yeah. I guess eventually, right? Oh, he learned his position already. Do you use those? I use invite crosses all the time. Yeah, you see my tactic? Cautious, right? Invite cross. Because I look at the gap I have here. My tactic got big gaps right here. Your roaming playmaker is playing by his lonesome. No, I don't want him to run here to defend. I want him to stay here. So when I play invite crosses, these guys become narrow. They tuck inside. They move here. This encourages these guys to come down or try to come down. Of course, second half, I don't expect them to come down because they'll be tired. They won't be running so much anymore. Zia Khan will come on. Okay, that's it. Last player. So Zia Khan does some defending. Not too bad. We lost the game, but we are like, ambling to the finishing line. Oh no. Oh, defensively cleared. All right, Pito, come on. Go. You could have played the pass. Go. Aye. Does well. Oh, baller. Baller. Smith with a cross. Ziaka with the header. 3-1, baby. They did well. 94 minutes in, and we almost screwed things up. Yeah. All right. Almost screwed things up. I mean, generally now half the players in this are my youth players, man, now playing. Okay, done. Brilliant. Pokal. We continue our Pokal adventure. Now we're going to be a super tired team. Give them 2 days rest. No point coming for training here. We play Nuremberg, then we go and play Porto. Oh my God. 2 days rest. We're not going to bother. Yeah. Rest the players. November already. Players are tired. How do you get the fullbacks to quickly get on the wing? Opposite OIs or PIs tackle either? I don't use OIs or PIs. Look at on my wing. Or fullbacks, I don't use them. See? Oops, sorry. Where's the tactic? The first up. Guy inside. That's it. Scenario. Right? Opposition instructions, all I'm using is this. That's it. So you can intercept that ball to them. If you want to intercept the ball to the fullbacks, it's a question of your defensive line, how high up the pitch you're playing now. And also your players, whether they have aggression. You need aggression and work rate. You need the right attributes for your players. If you don't have those kind of attributes for your players, sometimes they won't get there. So it's important for you to have the right attributes, aggression, work rate. 2, you need to be playing, you're playing a defensive line that's high, okay? That's important, yeah. Because you're looking at my tactic. I'm playing a higher defensive line, high block. So I'm playing very high up the pitch, right? I play cautious mentality. All right, and then I'm playing attacking fullbacks. I'm playing quite high up the pitch. So I'm putting a lot of pressure on teams. So I'm like, for example, you're playing a 4-2-3-1, same principle. These guys will be high up the pitch and these guys will be on attack duty. And then what will happen is, as your wingers put the pressure on the opposition fullback with OIs, right? So here are my OIs, trigger press, tackling. So I'm putting pressure on them, right? The fullbacks. So they clear the ball, right? So, boom, the ball goes up. And I'm hoping that after this pressure, these guys will pick up the pieces. Yeah. So essentially, that's basically it. All right. Gonna see best who say best performing at the William Block. Monthly. Where is Eintracht Frankfurt? I say one of these days you got to do this for like I wish they did this for everyone. Like I can compare my team to the rest of the teams. They have this information somewhere. It should make it easier for us to find it. Like do an analysis of all the teams, like a chart like this. Or give me a chance to pop in my own information, right? Be nice. Wow. So guys, East. So what are you guys gonna do for Christmas? Hopefully, hopefully we're back on Christmas. We are definitely streaming tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow, Christmas Eve. Yeah, most likely. I don't know. Like today, I didn't know. The stream got delayed because my wife called me. My wife told me that we're having a family dinner. I didn't know about it until my wife told me about it. Like half an hour before the dinner. Oh, was it 1 or 2 hours before the dinner started? So I was like, okay, a few hours before the dinner started. So I had to switch it. Not watch United to spoil it. That's not Shaw. Shaw is planning not to watch Manchester United. Yeah, but I think we gotta find all the powers that we can find, just to make sure that our favorite clubs don't lose, because I think it's a very funny thing that you do, right? I mean, like honestly, right? Do you have jinxes that you believe that you bring a jinx to the club? You know, I used to do that all the time, no? Okay. When Liverpool go through a really good patch and I have not seen a football game, right? Okay, if Liverpool are playing well and I've missed their football matches, right? That time I say I can't watch them because I might jinx them. Right. So now that Liverpool are winning so many games, right? I feel I have to watch it because I didn't watch the Nottingham Forest game. They lost. So now I blame myself for them losing against Forest. So now I have to tell myself I've got to watch every single Liverpool game now. Yeah, is there a new video review? Correct. You guys saw the video, right? As editing for the next video and next show. Yeah, I just started work on it. I'm hoping to get it out tomorrow. Yeah. Probably Football Man, YouTube says he's probably going to be picking out and then playing at Football Manager and watching me stream. Thanks. That's nice. Yeah, hopefully I get a chance to stream on Christmas Day. Yeah, hopefully I get a chance to. Christmas tree, bring your tag. Yeah, that's what I did last year, right? Christmas tree tactic. Yeah, Wednesday is bring your tactics, no? It's Christmas Day, you know. Oh, maybe we'll do that now. Because tomorrow is Wednesday is bring your tactics, right? Yeah, who knows? There could be a chill stream. Yeah, we might stream. Anyway, guys, if I don't see you guys soon. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Meanwhile, I am gonna go off for a while. I need a coffee. And I might be back later. Or I might be asleep. I don't know which of the two it will be. If I'm back later and I'm streaming, it might even be a short stream because I don't even know how long I'm gonna last. I just have to put my head on the line against a person who wants to smash it. So once again, thanks everybody for popping on today's stream. You guys have been absolutely sensational. Once again, thank you for all your support this year. Fantastic support. This Destiny series has been great. And yes, I know that I haven't been doing a lot of short form video content on Bustthenet Gaming. It's because honestly, I need a reason to do it. Like, I don't want to. Thing about me is that maybe I was a bit dried out of stuff to do, right? And after a while, when you're doing this kind of videos and you're going like, oh my God, I'm doing another one of those, like I feel I'm going to school to teach people something. I'm like, seriously, this is a game, dude. Just have fun. I keep telling myself, just have fun, man. Why we do all this, like, theoretical baloney. Like, seriously, there's so much deep thinking involved, man. Like, it's a game, for God's sakes. So I was like, yeah, like, it's a game, right? Take keyboard, smash your head. You bound to win sooner or later, right? Yeah. Anyway, you guys have been fantastic. You guys have been fun. Yeah, I've had a lot on my plate the last couple of months. I still have a lot on my plate now. Yeah. And it's not been an easy year for me. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for popping on the show today. You've been fantastic. Meanwhile, you guys stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And if I don't see you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or even on New Year's Day, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be safe, be kind. Take care of yourselves. All right.